last few lessons, we've learned about the future value of annuities. That means that if we have a timeline and we make payments at regular intervals, we will receive our money at the end of the timeline. Now today's lesson is about present value annuities, where we have a timeline, but we receive the money at the beginning of the timeline, and then you have, it's like a loan, and then you have to pay off the loan with regular payments. Okay, so can you see the difference? Future value, you receive the money at the end of the whole period. Present value, today's work, you receive the money at the beginning of the period, and it's a loan that you need to pay off. Right. So let's start with what is present value annuities. Another word is reducing balance loans. It's a sum of money that is borrowed and paid back with interest by means of regular payments, that means monthly or quarterly, at equal intervals over a period of time. Now the formula that we're going to use, the P stands for present value, and what is different is the bracket is swapped around from the future one, but the exponent is negative N. The P stands for the present value. The N, which is negative here, is the number of payments times the number of years. I is still the percentage divided by 100 multiplied by the number of payments in a year. And X are the equal payments during the year. Let's do the examples on page 10 and 11. In the first example, we have a loan that is repaid by means of payments of 1,000 Rand 1 month after the loan was granted, and one further payment of 1,000 Rand 1 month after the first payment of 1,000. calculate the amount borrowed, the present value of the loan, and the interest rate is 6% per annum compounded monthly. Now the important thing that I tell you is that the first payment is 1 month after the loan was granted. There must always be a gap between where the loan is granted, so you receive the money, and your first payment to pay off the loan. There must always be a gap. Because we are talking about a loan, it's our present value formula. And now we can fill in the values. P needs to be calculated. N is, they are only talking about 2 payments. One month after the loan is granted, and another payment a month after that. So this loan stretches over 2 months. Period of is 2 months. So it's 2. N is 2. No years. I is 6%, so it's 6 over 100 times, because I talk about monthly payments, it's times 12, even though we only paid 2 months. X is 1,000 rand. N is how many payments are there? 2. So we substitute our values. X is 1,000, block bracket, 1 minus bracket 1 plus I. 6 over 100 is 0,06. Divide by 12 to the power of minus 2 over I is 0,06 over 12. And if you calculate that, you get 1985,10. Okay, this is not so difficult. The only thing that you need to know is, with present value, you receive the money at the beginning, and it's a loan, and you have to pay it off monthly. Okay, number 2. James take out a 1-year bank loan for an expensive laptop. The interest rate is 18% per annum, compounded monthly, and monthly repayments of 1650.24 are made starting 1 month after the granting of the loan. So there is my gap. Show that the borrowed amount is 18,000. So we need to calculate P, and we have to get it 18,000. What is N? The number of payments. And how many payments are there? 12. It's 1 year, and it's monthly, so it's times 12. So there are 12 payments. I is 18%, so it's 18 over 100, which means it's 0,18, divided by how many payments in a year? 12. 0,18 divided by 12. And X is our amount that we pay monthly. 1650.24. Now you substitute everything. X is 1650.24. Block bracket 1 minus 1 plus I is 0,18 divided by 12 to the power of negative 12 over 0,18 over 12. And if you calculate that, you will indeed get 18,000. Any questions with this example? Example 3. Malibongwe takes out a bank loan to pay for his new car. He repays the loan by means of monthly payments of 5,000 rand. Juffrou de Villiers? Ja? Jammer om te pla is aan Ziele daar. Ja? Sal ek asseblief saam toe gaan? Ek stuur haar. Baie dankie. Okay, so it's monthly payments of 5,000 rand for a period of 5 years. Starting 1 month after the granting of the loan. So there's my gap. The interest rate is 24% per annum, compounded monthly. Calculate the purchase price of the car. So that's the amount of the loan. We have to calculate P. N is 5 years times monthly payments, so it's times 12. That is 60. I is 24%, so it's 0.24 divided by monthly payments. And X is 5,000 rand. Then you substitute all the values. X is 5,000. 1 minus 1 plus 0.24 divided by 12 to the power of minus 60. Divide by I is 0.24 over 12. And if you calculate that, you get 173,804,43. Any questions? Everybody with me for today's lesson? Okay, it's not that difficult.